So I'm a little bit late to this review, but last week the season finale of Daredevil Born Again premiered on Disney+. If you are new to this channel, I have been doing a review series every single week of every single episode, and plus leading up to it, I reviewed a lot of the Disney, not Disney+, but the original Netflix Marvel projects that are on Disney+. I reviewed the 3 seasons of Daredevil, and I reviewed Jessica Jones Season 1 and Defenders Season 1, and I do plan on keeping that series going when I finish other seasons, but I've been kind of stalling and taking a break from that. Anyways, today we got Daredevil Born Again, and if you've been following my coverage of the show, I've thought that each episode kind of progressively gets better. Haven't talked about the finale yet. A little bit disappointed by the finale. I kind of am. But we'll talk more about that here in just a minute. Before I get started, please make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, and comment down below what are your opinions on Daredevil Born Again. Are you someone who's over the moon by it? Or are you just a little bit disappointed with the entire show like me? And with that said, let's go ahead and get right started with my review of Daredevil Born Again. Now, there is going to be spoilers here. You'll see in the title, Daredevil Born Again spoiler review. Look who wants to join in real quick before we dive right in. Aw, it's Velma, my kitty. Oh, I love you, Velma. Love you. You want to talk some Daredevil? Do you want to talk about Daredevil? Do you? Aw, what a sweet little kitty. She's a sweet baby. I'm going to hold her here. I hope it's not distracting you guys. Daredevil Born Again frustrated me. Because for all the reasons I've been talking about in the weekly review series, that the show has been extremely inconsistent. There's been things I really liked. Certain episodes I've found to work really, really well. I thought were really good episodes. But overall, for me, I just kind of left the show feeling a little disappointed. This show was really frustrating. Starting with things I did like, I like our side characters. I really do like the side characters we have here. I've seen a lot of people complaining on Twitter, oh, Heather's not as compelling as Karen. Obviously, none of these side characters are going to be Karen or Foggy. But I liked the side characters. I liked Heather. I liked Cherry. I liked, who else was in this show? I liked the Hector Arella plotline, and then his niece, I think is what she was. I liked the side characters. I did like them, and seeing characters from the previous show return was really cool, specifically Punisher and Karen in the finale. Now, we're going to spend a lot of time talking about the finale here in the next few minutes, but just for now, I really like seeing Punisher in a couple episodes here, and seeing Karen's return kind of brought back that Netflix Daredevil feel. So I did like the characters. Certain plot lines I was interested in, specifically the Kingpin stuff. I was really interested in Kingpin stuff, him making a task force, him against vigilantes. All of that stuff I thought was specifically interesting inside of the season. And then, like, obviously Daredevil becoming Daredevil takes quite a while to get to, but I liked it. I wasn't against it. I was invested in that plotline. The Muse stuff, a lot of people were not the biggest fan of Muse, honestly, because I've never read any of the Daredevil comics or anything. I didn't hate Muse. I liked Muse. I liked the way he was treated in the show. I didn't have anything against it, specifically because the episode we get to see Muse in, full front and center, was one of the better episodes of the season. Now, I will have a episode ranking coming in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that as well. The show is Disney-fied a little bit, where it's got the blood, it's got the guts, it's got the blood, it's got the guts. We'll talk about that in just a second, but it definitely, how do I phrase this? The cinematography, the camera work, the aesthetic feels much cleaner than the Netflix stuff, and that's not a compliment. Where the Netflix stuff had this dirty feel of a city, had a feel of a city needed saving. This one feels like it's clearly in the MCU because it is in the MCU now. I mean, it's always been in the MCU, but this one is very clearly in the MCU. But also, it just doesn't have the same flair. It feels very different. And that's where the inconsistent tone comes in. The last 2 episodes felt much more in line with the original Daredevil series. The majority of the show didn't. It is Disney-ified. With that said, the action sequences never, ever get up to the speed of the original show's action sequences. There's not a single action sequence that wowed me. A lot of them I was actually quite disappointed by. But, I mean, some of it's still fine. It's fine action. I mean, it's more brutal. Honestly, I think we see more blood in this show than we did with the original Daredevil. But some action's fine, and it's brutal, which is something I really love. I mean, at the end, when we get to see Commissioner Gallo getting his freaking face ripped apart, that's kind of awesome. I mean, you see literally his jaw go and completely rip off. I mean, I honestly got that spoiled a little bit. I was scrolling on Twitter literally 40 minutes after the episode released. And I was about a day late, but this is the only thing I got spoiled. And I've seen his head getting ripped off. And I'm like, no, that's not actually from the episode. Well, lo and behold, it was from the season finale episode. So I did love how brutal the show got. The season finale as a whole, I liked parts. I loved the blood, the Commissioner Gallo getting his head ripped off stuff. I loved seeing the Punisher again, even though I honestly kind of think the apartment scene was a little bit underwhelming. It was a lot of slow-mo, and it wasn't as fast-paced, cool action as I was hoping it would be. But, I mean, obviously we get Charlie Cox and John Bernthal, and their chemistry is great. And then we got to see Karen again, who, a fan-favorite character. I love Karen, so it was very cool to get to see her again. And the stuff was cool. Had good stuff. Overall, by the time the finale came, the show just ended up feeling completely half-baked for me. This was extremely, extremely half-baked. Nothing about this show felt fully fleshed. I mean, literally, the season finale, and like I said in my episode 8 review, I was a little bit worried heading into it because I just didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if we were going to get another rush finale. And honestly, we didn't get a rush finale. For what they were planning, I don't feel like it was rushed. But the fact that we ended on a cliffhanger, not a single thing about that felt satisfying whatsoever. Where, I mean, we set up the entire season. Kingpin is going to become Kingpin again. He's going to be Mayor Kingpin. And by the end of it, it's just like, oh yeah, we need to set up an army. We get nowhere. Nothing happens. The show struggles with a story. The show struggles with a plot. The show struggles with inconsistency specifically. First 7 episodes feel way different than episodes 8 and 9. Episodes 8 and 9 are good. But when we end off on a cliffhanger where, oh, we need to build an army, we don't get anywhere. We don't get anywhere. The show never does anything. And I get people like, oh yeah, but it's because we're getting season 2 next year and we can be really excited for season 2. Why would I want to wait longer to watch more show when we didn't get anything of pretty much anything of substance or anything of closure in season 1? That's just the way I look at it. That it's, I cannot believe that we didn't get anywhere. We didn't get a story until maybe episode 8, episode 9. It was just about, oh, Matt's becoming Daredevil again and Kingpin's becoming Kingpin again. That's it. And then we finally get a little bit of a story, and we don't get any closure. There's no closure. So originally the show was supposed to be about 18 episodes long. I think that would have helped it out a little bit. If this was not season 1, and season 1 would last another 9 episodes to kind of get us to where we need to go, I'd be down for that. I mean, some of my complaints with the other seasons of Daredevil were that 13 episodes is a little bit too long. 13 episodes would work wonders on this. Heck, even 1 or 2 more episodes would have worked perfectly in this. And it just didn't. They didn't do that. It's very inconsistent. It's very disappointing. It's frustrating. Very frustrating watch for me because so much of this show was like, oh, okay, I'm excited to see what we're going to do. A lot of the show is very good. Bullseye, he's back. He's very cool, but we don't get anything with Bullseye in the finale. But to just end the show just like that. Show's over. Time to head on to the next season. I'm gonna have to wait a year to see what happens in a show that just felt very, very empty by the time we got to the end of it. And just with that and the inconsistencies, this show is nowhere near as close to being as good as the original Daredevil run. Now, I know I complained a lot during this review Still things I enjoyed. I mean, like I said, with each episode, it just got better and better and better. But Disney did the finale thing again. Let's take a look at Loki Season 1, where we get the finale, sets up for a Season 2, but unlike this season, it actually closes out a plot line and also reopens a new one. Like, oh, I'm excited for Season 2, but also I feel satisfied. I feel like I'm a little satisfied after leaving this. Here, I just felt like that's it. That's all we're getting. And it would be cool if, like, the army Matt's building was not Cherry, a detective, and a couple of cops. Oh, yeah, and a bartender, because a bartender is going to do quite a bit to help the city. It's not like we could have been, oh, we need to build an army, and we got Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, the Punisher. I mean, the Punisher was kind of captured at the end of the episode. We'll talk about that in just a second. The Punisher, Iron Fist, everyone that's been in the other shows. It would have been completely different if we did that. But we didn't do that. We did, a couple police officers in Cherry. Disappointing. Very, very disappointing. The Punisher stuff of him being captured, I really hope the Punisher special that they recently announced is just him breaking out and beating the crap out of bad guys, because obviously I love that. I love watching John Barthol be the Punisher and beating the crap out of bad guys. But lots to love about the season. Ended up being an empty experience for me. A lot of other people are having completely different experience than me, and I'm glad for them. I'm really glad for them that they're having a completely different experience, but I was completely frustrated by this season of television. Before I give you my final score, please go down to the comment section. Were you disappointed like me? Probably not. Or are you like a lot of other people and just really did enjoy the show? And with that said, Daredevil Born Again had stuff that I really did enjoy. I really liked a lot of stuff here. But overall, especially with the finale, came out like an empty experience to me. Left me extremely disappointed with this season. And I'm optimistic for Season 2. You can't just leave us off like that and expect us to be like, oh yeah, I can't wait for the next, when we don't really do anything in Season 1. And so, it pains me to say, for Daredevil Born Again, honestly, I'm going to have to give it a C+. I mean, I know this is quite low. I would love to give it a B-, but what I'm feeling is a C+ for Daredevil Born Again. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. Tell me down below, what are your opinions on Daredevil Born Again? Stay tuned for the Sinners second watch. Very excited for that video because I love Sinners on second watch. And with that said, subscribe.